Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right. Kindly turn on your videos, everyone, please. I'll give you 2 minutes time. In that time, you may turn on your videos.
Hello.
I cannot see anybody turned on the video. Everybody has any network issues?
स्टूडेंट्स, आप लोगों को अपने अपने वीडियोस ऑन करने हैं, जैसे मैम ने बताया, इन्फॉर्म किया है। प्लीज वीडियोस ऑन कीजिए, क्योंकि जितना ट्रांसपेरेंट आपका टीचिंग होगा उतना बेस्ट आप लोग पढ़ सकोगे। स्टूडेंट्स, प्लीज ऑन योर कैमरास।
Okay, that looks much better. All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening. So my name is Ashna. I'm here to teach you English. I'll be your English teacher. So before starting the class, I would like to remind you some things regarding how our classes are going to be. Throughout the class, I need everybody to keep their videos on. All right, that's point number one. At the same time, I want to keep your mics on mute unless and until I ask you a question. I can see everybody's name. So if I want to ask a question, I'll call out your name and I'll ask a question. At that time, you can unmute and speak. Otherwise, you need to keep your mics on mute. All right. If you have a doubt in between I'm teaching or while I'm speaking, you can unmute and you can first say your name. Excuse me, ma'am. For example, Nishant has a doubt, just in case, for example. If Nishant has a doubt while I was teaching, Nishant can unmute. Excuse me, ma'am, Nishant here. Ise bolne ke baad, you can ask your doubt. Okay? So please keep these things in mind while you are in my class. All right, that's it. So, yeah, so good to see you all. I can see few people still not turned on the video, like Yash, Shivraj, Mrinal, Srinath, Abhijit. Are you facing any network issues? Since it's the first day, I'm not saying much, but from tomorrow, I'm so sorry to tell you that whoever doesn't turn on the video, I'll remove them from the class. All right. So please keep that in mind. And while you are sitting in my class, you need to have a pen, you need to have a notebook for the things that I ask you to do or write. Clear, everyone? Okay. And also you can respond through thumbs up and all those things whenever I say okay and all those things. I want it to be an interactive session rather than just, making it a one-man show. Fine. So before getting into the class, I would like to know about all of you. I'll start with a few people. What do you need to do? While I call your name, you can say your full name, where you're from, means where you're staying. Okay? Yeah, for now, that much is enough. Okay, Saurabh, start. Saurabh has gone. Fine. Nishant, you start better. Just tell me your full name, where you're from.
My name is Nishant Rajaram Tone and I am from Baramati.
Okay, thank you, Nishant. Next, Sohan.
My name is Sohan Santosh Chavan. I am from Ratnagiri.
Ratnagiri. Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Sohan.
Good evening, ma'am.
Mangesh.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Myself, Mangesh Pawar. I am from Aurangabad.
Okay, Mangesh. Thank you, Rupesh. Rupesh, kindly unmute and speak. Rupesh Dilip Lawal. Unmute, beta, unmute. Unmute your mic.
My name is Rupesh Dilip Lavade. I am from Aurangabad.
Sorry, which part of Aurangabad you are from? औरंगाबाद में किधर है?
Bajaj Nagar.
बजाज नगर. Okay. Sorry. Next, Pranav Darkunde.
My name is Pranav Darkunde. I am from Navi Mumbai.
Thank you, Pranav. Raj.
My name is Raj Ravindra Dande. I am from Ratnagiri.
Okay. Okay, Saurabh has come back. Saurabh, you want to talk?
Ma'am, myself, Saurabh Shivadarshan Pawar. I am from Latur.
Latur. Very good. Om.
Good evening, ma'am. My name is Om Swasranshi. I am from Sangli.
Sangli. Very good. Srinath. Unmute, beta.
Sorry, ma'am. My name is Srinath Surekan Mari. I'm from Sangli.
Okay, Sangli. Thank you, Srinath. Raj. Raj, you already said, no?
Yes.
Yes. Siddharth.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Siddharth Brajaktap. I am from Koduri.
Okay, Siddharth. Beta, what is wrong with your video? Is it not working? Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Siddharth. Mrunal.
Ma'am, my name is Mrunal Sonar. I am from Pune.
Can you turn on your video?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
My name is Yash Kumar. I am from Soigao.
You are from?
My name is Devlat Kambat. I am from Soigao.
I didn't understand where you are from. Okay. Whatever.
Soigao, Aurangabad.
Okay. Shivraj. Shivraj
My name is Shivraj Ganesh Surase. I am from Jalna.
Chalna. Now, whoever is remaining, Viraj is here. Dvijraj. Dvijraj. Okay, those who are not turning on the video, I'm not very sure whether they will be interested to introduce themselves. Okay, so as time goes by, let's see. Kuber Asegaonkar, do you want to introduce?
Yes, ma'am. Myself, Kuber Shakti Asegokar from Pusat.
Okay, thank you, Beta. All right, so it's good to know you all. You are from different parts of Maharashtra. That's great. So you know
Good
why
morning,
you
ma'am.
are here?
Good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Who are you?
Ma'am, Dvijraj.
Okay, what happened to your video?
Mm.
Okay, good.
I am from
Okay, Beta.
Shirdi.
Shirdi. All right. Okay. So in your, you are all are here for your SPI a preparatory course, and as per your SPI syllabus you have different papers. Must be Rushikesh Sir might have told you, or he will explain you. So in that, in one of the papers, one of the part is English subject. Okay, whoever interested in SPI later on, NDA, everywhere you will get a part of your paper for the subject English. So it includes basic grammar, basic high school grammar, and its upper level. For example, you must have all learned your English. You all are in which class? Okay, is it after 11th? Which class you are in? Om Suryavanshi, which class you are in?
10th, ma'am.
You're doing your 10th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so even from 8, 9, 10, the high school grammar that you are learning in English, that is the basic form of all the classes English. So based on that, you are learning a little more. And I know some people always find it very hard to learn grammar. They will have a difficulty in learning grammar and all. But I'll try my best to make you and give it to you as simple as possible in that short span of time. Okay? So are you ready to go? Shall we start our class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. So I'll be sharing the screen of the PPT that we are going to learn today. Today, a very basic lesson of what basically is called as subject of a sentence, verb of a sentence, object of a sentence. You know, English language is made up of sentences, right? English language is made up of sentences. And for example, if I take a general sentence, okay, if I'm just writing a sentence on the board. I've just written a sentence. The car is moving very fast. All right. You know, let me ask. Rupesh, how many words are there in this sentence? Can you count the words in this sentence? How many words are there? Letters nahi hai, words. The car is moving very fast. Kitna words hai? Yes, beta. Say it fast.
So, teacher, 20.
I just asked how many words, not letters.
Can I?
Yes, Saurabh.
6.
Yeah. Rupesh, what do you mean by words and what do you mean by letters? THE, the is a word. The car is moving very fast. How many words? 6. I didn't ask you to count the letters. Okay. So,
Okay.
all right, no problem. Her word has a meaning. Okay. Her word in English sentences, it belongs somewhere. And basically, English sentence structure ऐसा होता है. Rupesh, please mute your mic. So, can somebody convert this sentence into Hindi? In Hindi, how will we say that?
गाड़ी बहुत तेज चल रही है.
हाँ, गाड़ी. So that very fast has come pehle when he translated it into another language. So that is the structuring of all regional language. जो हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं तो मराठी में बोलते हैं तो भी गाड़ी के बाद very fast वो मीनिंग पहले आते हैं फिर मूविंग है ना. लेकिन इंग्लिश का स्ट्रक्चरिंग ऐसा नहीं है. इंग्लिश का सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन और स्ट्रक्चरिंग it goes like this: subject, then verb, then object. So that is what we're going to study today. All right. So over to the today's screen. Kindly listen. And while I share the screen, I don't want you to switch on your video. Are you able to see the slide?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, please don't turn off your video, everyone. Yeah. Parts of a sentence is what we are going to see today. Subject, verb, object. Basic sentence structure of any English language is subject, verb, object. And we are going to explain what each means. What do you mean by a subject? Who or what performs the action of the verb is known as subject. Okay, who or what performs the action of the verb is subject. Now, verb matlab kya hai? Who can tell me what a verb? Verb is always kriya. Don't forget this. Action word is known as verb. Okay, we are coming into the next word. जो verb किसने करते हैं उसको बोलते हैं subject. समझ में आया है क्या राज? Okay, whoever does the action, that particular person is known as subject. An example I have given here: Sam ate oranges. Oranges किसने खाया? Sam. So who is the subject in the sentence? Sam. Okay, so basically इतना ही है. एक sentence का subject क्या है? कैसे समझ में आ जाएगा? उसका वो sentence का main कौन कर रहे वो action, that particular person or that particular thing will become the. हमेशा वो person होना है ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Sometimes it would be something else, but who or what performs the action or that sentence is about, that particular thing or person is known as subject. Okay, clear about subject? Now let's move on to the verb part. बहुत ध्यान दें. Verb is a large ocean kind of thing. Okay, verb के बारे में बहुत सारा बताना पड़ेगा. The verb is a word that express what the action is. As I told you, kriya. Action word को हम बोलते हैं verb. Okay, everyone, please ध्यान से सुनो. I'll ask questions later. Now, these verbs are of 3 types mainly: main verb, auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verb. What are they? Main verb, auxiliary verb, and modal auxiliary verb. All the action verbs is known as main verbs. For example, eat, play, drink, jump, listen. All these are action verbs. Can somebody give some more examples for verb? Let me ask Nishant. Just give me some examples of verb. Verb के लिए कुछ examples दे दो. Nishant.
Reading,
May I?
writing,
हाँ,
eating.
I am asking, calling people name, beta. Then you can. Yeah, Nishant, continue. Read, beta. You have to वो ing वगैरह निकाल के just base form of the word. हाँ, read. बोलो.
Write,
Right. What are you doing now?
study,
Study, speak, tell,
speak,
say, jump, dance, eat. All these action words are known as verb. Okay, we will ask some more person about verb. Saurabh, give me some more examples of verb.
Ma'am, move,
Move,
move, stand,
stand,
eat, go,
eat, go,
break, come,
break, come. Very good. So all these kind of verbs, they are known as main verb. And this main verb always exists in basically in three forms: V1, V2, and V3. Present tense, past tense, and past participle. Neha, Nikam, you are not supposed to annotate. Okay, I'll control. Okay. Yeah. All these things, all the main verbs things, it exists in three forms: V1, V2, V3. And it is very important for you to learn V1, V2, V3 if you are learning English language. And if you want to speak English language, make your language better, make good scores in English, it is very necessary to know the V1, V2, V3 of every verbs. Without knowing V1, V2, V3 of verbs, it is impossible to make your grammar answers correct. Okay? So, अगर आपको इंग्लिश में और ग्रामर में स्पेशली अच्छा करना है तो हर वर्ब्स का VERBS वर्ब्स और वर्ड्स कंफ्यूज मत करो, हर वर्ब्स का V1, V2, V3 समझ में आना पड़ेगा जरूर. All right, so I've just given a few examples: eat, ate, eaten, go, went, gone, break, broke, broken, come, came, come. All these are kindly mute. Okay, all these are different types of V1, V2, V3. I've just given a few examples. So all these things comes under which category of verb? Main verb. Okay, so हमने अभी क्या देखा? Verbs three types है: main verb, auxiliary verb, and modal auxiliary. उसमें first type हमने देखा. What is that? Main verb. हमारा general action word: eat, play, drink, all those things. And it exists in how many forms mainly? Three forms: V1, V2, V3. Coming to the next thing. Auxiliary verb बहुत बहुत important है, इससे ही learn करना पड़ेगा. I'll make sure that all my students, 11th, 12th, or whoever it is, will say it like this. Auxiliary verbs मतलब क्या है? The word auxiliary means helping. Auxiliary का मतलब क्या है? Helping.
Helping verb.
Auxiliary verbs means helping verbs. किसको कौन हेल्प करते हैं? इधर कौन हेल्प करते हैं? कौन उसको हेल्पिंग बोलते हैं? जो ऐसा वर्ब्स है हमारा मेन वर्ब्स को वो हेल्प करते हैं. This auxiliary verb stands with the main verb to give the main verb better meaning and tense. Okay, जो main verb के साथ जोड़ते हैं, main verb को उसका correct meaning देने के लिए main verbs के साथ जोड़ते हैं. किसको? Auxiliary verbs को. समझ में आया है क्या? So main verbs को help करने वाला verbs है auxiliary verbs. Example क्या क्या है और क्या क्या है auxiliary verbs? Isamar was where, do, does, did, has, have, had. ऐसा ही learn करना पड़ेगा. Maybe you have learned it in school and all those things, but today learn it fresh. You will never forget, I guarantee. Isamar was where, do, does, did, has, have, had. ऐसा ही learn करना पड़ेगा. मेरे साथ I'm going to ask everyone, na? So learn along with me. If your mic is mute, let it be on mute. But in your home, at your place, you say it loud with me. Say it. Isamar was where? Bolo.
Isamar was where?
Unmute करना
was where.
Just mute your mic and say. I'll say when to unmute. Okay. Now mute it and say it loud in your at your place. Isamar was where?
Isamar was where?
Isamar was where?
Rupesh, don't unmute. Mute में रखो सब. Isamar was where? Who does this? Isamar was where? Do does this? Has happened. Rupesh, please keep your mic on mute, otherwise I'll remove you from the class. Please. Mute karo. I am muting, but you are again unmuting. Please don't. Better, please don't unmute. Rupesh. Okay. Let it be like that. रूपेश आवाज नहीं आना है बाहर प्लीज म्यूट में रखो रूपेश प्लीज डोंट अनम्यूट योर माइक okay Isamar was where do does did has have had everyone in your mind repeat it in your mind do does did has have had Isamar was where so D से 3 है do does did H से 3 है has have had then Isamar was where. Okay, R is missing here. I'll just type in that as well. Okay, everybody learn it quickly. Isamar was where, do does did, has have had. Quick. Everyone, I'm going to ask now.
Easy.
Okay, without looking, you need to say. Shall I start asking? Okay, Om Suryavanshi, tell me the auxiliary verbs.
Is am was where? Did
Isamar, beta. Isamar was where?
is am are was where? Did does have had?
D से 3, H से 3 कैसा है? Do does did, has have had. Follow?
Do does did has have had.
Okay, very good. Now, Saurabh, say it better.
Isamar was where have had has do does did.
Very good. Raj.
Amizar was where, have had, do does there, has had, do does did.
Wonderful. Sohan.
Isamar was where, do does did has have had.
Very good. Nishant.
Isamar was where, do does did, have had.
Okay. Kubar.
Am is are was where, do does did, have had has.
Very good. Okay, the remaining people who are not switching on the video, I cannot ask you or incorporate you. I'm telling you, tomorrow, I won't even ask you. I will just remove you from the class if your videos are not turned on, because I seriously don't encourage teaching to a set of people who doesn't turn on their video. That doesn't look good. Okay? Yeah. Fine, some more people has just turned on their video.
Ma'am, my video is not getting started.
Okay, better. Then you have to find a solution to it tomorrow when you join the class. Fine. So these are the auxiliary verbs.
Yes.
We are just saying that there were main verbs. Main verbs are, what are main verbs? What are main verbs, beta? Who can tell me? Rupesh, what are
Action
main
words
verbs?
are called as main verb. Action words.
Yes, action verbs are known as main verbs. And auxiliary verbs. What is the meaning of the word auxiliary, Nishant? Auxiliary, that word ka matlab kya hai?
Who or what performs the action of the verb.
ऑक्सिलरी का मीनिंग क्या है? ऑक्सिलरी
मैम हेल्पिंग
Can I,
वर्क।
madam?
auxiliary means helping. Nishant, what do you mean by auxiliary?
Helping.
Okay, never forget auxiliary means helping. मदद करते हैं. किसको मदद करते हैं? Main verbs को मदद करते हैं, auxiliary verb. So that is the set we have just learned. Is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had is our auxiliary verbs which helps the main verbs. Now we are moving on to the third set. Okay, what are the third set? Modal auxiliary. Can you all see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, sorry. Modal auxiliary verbs. Modal auxiliary verbs are again already auxiliary is there. So auxiliary means helping. They are also helpful to the main verbs. लेकिन दूसरा set है. Will, shall, can, may, must, would, could, should, might, must. Okay. All these set are known as modal auxiliary. Can, will, shall, may, must. और उसका सब past tense. Will का would. हाँ. Saying that I want to tell you something. I have heard so many of my students, especially from Maharashtra, saying would, could, should, and all. It's not would, could. I don't want anybody in my class saying would, could. L is silent. W-O-U-L-D is would. लकड़ी के हम क्या बोलते हैं? would, है ना? ऐसे बोलना है. Would. C-O-U-L-D is could. Could नहीं है. Could. S-H-O-U-L-D is should. Okay, it's would, could, should. Anybody had that pronunciation problem? I want you to correct it right now. Otherwise, you will tell me would, could. I know that. Okay, so will, shall, can, may, must, would, could, should, might, must. These all belongs to which group? Modal auxiliary verbs. These are also something which helps the main verb to find its proper meaning. I can do that. It shows possibility. Modal auxiliary verb can is used when you want to say some possible. मेरे से वो होता है. I can do that. Okay. I will go there. Or I will do it. मेरा determination दिखाता है. वो निर्णय दिखाता है. I will do it. Then it might rain. बारिश sometimes हो जाता है. पता नहीं. So it might rain. So these all things, these also will help the main verbs to get the proper meaning. So these are the main things I just want to know about verb. Verb is like an ocean, बहुत सारा है, लेकिन we will start from here. To learn subject, verb, object, verb का इतना ही इतना, at least basic you should keep in mind. So what is verb? Verb means action word basically. Verbs are divided into three: main verb, auxiliary verb, modal auxiliary verbs. Main verb में सब क्रिया as it is, jump, go, come, write, listen, speak, shout, see, all these things are main verb. Main verb को help करना दोनों चीज है. Auxiliary verb है, उसमें is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did, has, have, had है. और modal auxiliary verb है can, will, shall, etc. And this main verb three forms में exist होता है: V1, V2, V3. Clear this much?
Excuse
Moving
me,
on.
ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, one time explain modal auxiliary verb.
Modal auxiliary verb, for now, you just know which are the words that comes under modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verb is also a set of auxiliary verb which has a different functionality. That's it. Main verb को मदद करने के लिए हम sentence में main verb के साथ use करते हैं. Okay? लेकिन कब कब use करते हैं? अगर कुछ possibility बोलने के लिए हम can use करते हैं. निर्णय लेने के लिए हम will use करते हैं. ऐसे. You don't have to go in detail for now in modal auxiliary. Just know that verbs में main verb है, auxiliary verb है, modal auxiliary. Modal auxiliary एक separate class है तो वो separate ही हम learn करते हैं. लेकिन आज का हमारा topic है subject, verb, object. So just verb types में mention करके जाना है, इसलिए मैंने mention किया. Okay? Verbs में ऐसे एक type exist करते हैं, इतना ही याद में रखो. Okay, Kuba?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we are moving on to the subject के बारे में हमने देखा, verb के बारे में हमने देखा. Now we will move on to the object part of the sentence. ये देखो, I'm going to the first slide. Sam ate oranges. So इस sentence में अब Sam क्या 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 है? Sam is the subject. Ate क्या है? Ate is the verb. अभी हमने learn किया. Ate means खाना. Okay, so that is verb. Oranges. Sam क्या खाया? Oranges क्या है?
Object.
So where that verb leads the subject into, that is known as object. Object का definition समझ में आया क्या? Subject को verb ने किधर लेते हैं, वो जगह को बताते हैं object. Okay? Subject को verb ने किधर लेते हैं, that portion is known as object. Whoever or whatever sorry, receives the action is called object. Okay, your time is just 1 more minute remaining. You need to log in again. Okay, your time just ends now. Kindly log in again. Kindly log in again for the remaining part of the session right now.